gentleman I'm about to introduce to you next had a big part in this, in that vision, him and his colleagues at the Fort Miles Historical Association. I'd like to bring up now President of that association, Dr. Gary Ray.
Everybody who you see behind me has had a part in this process of bringing the Missouri barrel to Delaware. It was not a one-person operation. It was a team operation that did it. And just like the team that won World War II, the team in 2012 that put the plan together for this barrel really worked hard to do it. The barrel that's sitting on the railroad track behind me, we all now own. The U.S. government has donated it to the state. And the man who signed off on the document is also in the back, and that's Chaz Salkin. Chaz, raise your hand. Chaz is the head of parks for all of Delaware, and it was Chaz who signed off the final document that got the barrel here to us. One of the problems we have right now is getting local people to come out to Cape Henlopen State Park, to Fort Miles, to see what we've done. Just like a couple of the speakers said, like Mike Vincent said. We have people from PA and Maryland and New York and California know about us, but local people don't know. So April 28th, Saturday, put it on your calendar, 10 to 4 o'clock. We're going to bring the barrel over to Lewis. We're going to break a bottle of champagne over the barrel and welcome her to the state of Delaware. So hopefully you can come out on that day. Another key player here who would disappear in the woodwork, and he's going to speak here in a minute so I can say something about him, is Ray Bivens right here. Ray is a prime mover in this whole process, and Ray and I worked hand in hand along with Jim and Chaz and others to bring it up here.
And I want to thank the honored guests, and also especially the music. Brought back memories of Benny Goodman, Glenn Miller, Tex Beneke, all that stuff, which a few of you remember from your experiences in the Second World War. But I'm not here to talk about my experiences in the Second World War, but simply to talk to you a little bit about the Missouri, most of which facts and figures you already know. 3 football fields long, 45,000 tons, 265,000 Navy people involved in the effort in Korea. 500 Navy people deceased. Most of those, of course, were pilots, some of whom I vectored around BB-63, otherwise known in the code name of Battle Axe.
It was one of the best moves I've ever made. I'm the proudest of that. Of anything I've ever done, I think. A lot of people would have told you, in the military, don't ever volunteer. But I volunteered to go in the service. I volunteered for the flight training, and I volunteered to go into the B-29s. I had flown on VJ, by the time of VJ Day, I had flown 25 combat missions.